Tonight, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports. It's the Los Angeles Chargers taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight, we wrap a busy first week of the season with a second of two on a Monday night between the Baltimore Ravens and the Los Angeles Chargers. And a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have two remaining as we step aside. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go to wrap up a busy weekend of football. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And they'll be let out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who have helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. 5 yards, and that means they come up short, as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the third down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bring that fourth down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that told me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They'll run it here with Portis. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got Mason complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 25-yard line.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
They hand it off to Portis. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll set up a throw. They set up the screen to Portis. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
1st and goal from just inside the 5. Dobbins. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Edwards not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
That's a really heavy look come in from the offense. Countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The Charger D making things difficult, and it's 4th down. Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. This an easy one, 23-yarder. Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Lane. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
From the gun on 3rd down. Lane. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's Braden Mann now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around, 1st and 10. On the give, here's Portis. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Mason. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On the toss, this is Clinton Portis. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. 2nd and 14. Looking to throw. And he's got his big tight end here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Back to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now a carry for Portis. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Here's Portis. A nice little juke. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown as the Ravens push further out in front.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The LA offense ready for this next possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Throwing to start the drive. Lane, quick hitter here, it's complete. 7 yards to pick up there.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now a handoff here to his running back, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A run right side, it's Bettis. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Lane. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
2nd and 2. Shoves him away. He finds his man, complete. It's Mason.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's Clayton. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. A run with Portis. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. They'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there. 33 yards. And the Ravens are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. He's got it, and it's 17-0. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
For Keenan Allen, that's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. From the gun, Lane. And this will be incomplete. The Chargers on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 39. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his man, complete. It's Mason. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Mason. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Mason. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Tucker now for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. That one complete to Bettis. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. He's going to float this one deep right side. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room, maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal can change the fortunes of a team, and they could come out and look real sharp in the second half.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Mac Jones, 2 touchdown passes, as his guys are able to get the victory in their season opener. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were losers in that ball game to the visiting Cleveland Browns. Mitchell Trubisky with 3 touchdown passes in the Week 1 victory. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race. Very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the second half, let's get it back to our commentating team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And it's safe to say he has been getting his money's worth in this one.
I would agree with that totally. Being able to go back and launch it and air it out. And let's face it, it's not just him stepping back and flinging it, though. You've got to have someone who can go get it. And that's important for any offense. Someone who can stretch the field, or as they like to say, take the top off of a zone defense, open things up, because then you can come back and throw underneath and gain some pretty good chunks of yardage as well.
He's ripped the top off of whatever defense they've been playing. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Second and 6. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Here's Sam Cook now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Throwing to start the drive. Lane. And a dangerous throw there. Incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
On is the Chargers punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. Oh, the return is Reed. Oh, what a move. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone. And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. The throw over the middle taken in. Now the ball comes loose and picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, number 1 on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the third, that right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Lane. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Lane. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lane into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Drops this one off to Portis. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
On play action, they'll throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Clayton. And down inside the 15 he goes.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will extend the lead out to 24.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, they'll run with Bettis. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the gun on third down. Lane throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Back to throw. Lane. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Justin Madubuike. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Second and 20. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
On 1st and 10, Lane finding his safety valve here. That's complete. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Yeah, that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 45 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Bettis. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Looking to throw. Lane. And this is caught by Gates for a Charger touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Chargers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Well, this opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but, yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the 2-point try. They'll look to throw. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. Here's a great example right there.
And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Well, throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. A handoff as they run the counter play. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now back to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the third time tonight. This to make it a 3-score game late. Tucker's kick is good. And that will make this now a 19-point advantage. So that not just important in the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
That throw into the arms of Allen. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. They're going to hurry back to the line now. To throw on second down. Lane. Looking sideline, incomplete. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Back to throw. Lane.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and defensively that might just seal a week one victory. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in week one. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week one in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Ravens, it'll be a happy trip home as they start the season with a road victory here on a Monday night. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.